Hello and welcome. This module introduces the foundations of virtualization technology, focusing on hypervisors. This technology is essential for cloud computing, data centers, and many modern IT infrastructures. A hypervisor is at the heart of virtualization, enabling multiple operating systems to run on a single physical server. So, what exactly is a hypervisor? Simply put, a hypervisor is software, firmware, or hardware that creates and runs virtual machines. These virtual machines, or VMs, allow multiple operating systems to share a single physical hardware host. It acts as an intermediary, managing the resources between the virtual machines and the underlying hardware. Crucially, hypervisors provide isolation between these virtual machines, ensuring that if one fails, it doesn't affect the others. In essence, it enables hardware virtualization, making your resources more flexible and efficient. There are primarily two types of hypervisors: Type 1, also known as bare metal, and Type 2, referred to as hosted. A Type 1 hypervisor runs directly on the host's hardware, taking control of the resources and monitoring guest operating systems. It doesn't require a host operating system to function. On the other hand, a Type 2 hypervisor runs as a software application on a conventional operating system such as Windows, Mac OS, or Linux. In this setup, the guest operating systems run as processes on the host OS. Let's delve deeper into Type 1 hypervisors, often called bare metal hypervisors. As mentioned earlier, these run directly on the host's hardware, enabling them to control the hardware and manage guest operating systems efficiently. This direct access leads to higher performance and efficiency, as there's no intermediary operating system. Type 1 hypervisors offer better security and isolation, which is crucial in environments where data protection is paramount. Because of these characteristics, they are commonly used in data centers and enterprise environments. Examples of Type 1 hypervisors include VMware ESG, Microsoft Hyper-V, and Xen. Now let's explore Type 2 hypervisors, also known as hosted hypervisors. Unlike Type 1, these run as applications on a conventional operating system. This means that virtual machines run as processes on the host operating system. The installation and management of Type 2 hypervisors are generally easier, making them a convenient choice for desktop environments. These hypervisors run alongside other applications on your system, and hardware access is managed through the host operating system. This type is often used in desktop environments for development and testing. Examples of Type 2 hypervisors include VMware Workstation, Oracle VirtualBox, and Parallels. To summarize, let's compare Type 1 and Type 2 hypervisors across several features. Type 1 hypervisors are installed directly on the hardware, while Type 2 are installed on top of a host operating system. In terms of performance, Type 1 hypervisors generally offer higher performance due to direct hardware access, whereas Type 2 hypervisors have lower performance since they go through the host operating system. Security-wise, Type 1 hypervisors provide better isolation and a smaller attack surface, while Type 2 hypervisors' security is dependent on the host operating system. Type 1 hypervisors have more complex management and specialized tools, while Type 2 hypervisors offer a simpler, familiar operating system interface. Type 1 are used in enterprises and data centers, and Type 2 are used for development, testing, and desktop use. Type 1 has minimal resource overhead and Type 2 has higher resource overhead. Hypervisors are implemented using various techniques, each with its own approach to managing virtual machines. The three main techniques are full virtualization, paravirtualization, and hardware-assisted virtualization. Full virtualization provides complete simulation of the underlying hardware, allowing the guest operating system to run unmodified and unaware of the virtualized environment. Paravirtualization requires the guest operating system to be modified, so it is aware of the hypervisor, using special hypercalls to communicate directly with it for improved performance. Lastly, hardware-assisted virtualization uses CPU features like Intel VTX or AMD V to offload virtualization tasks to the hardware, enhancing performance and compatibility. In pair virtualization, a hypercall is a direct call to hypervisor. Hypervisors have a wide range of use cases across various computing environments. One major application is server consolidation, where multiple physical servers are combined into virtual machines running on a single server, improving hardware utilization and reducing costs. They also enable cloud computing, providing infrastructure as a service or IaaS, by offering virtualized computing resources over the internet with dynamic scaling. Hypervisors are crucial for disaster recovery, allowing the creation and maintenance of virtual machine snapshots for quick recovery and easy replication of virtual environments across different physical locations. For development and testing, hypervisors create isolated environments for software development without needing additional physical hardware. They also enhance security isolation by running applications in isolated virtual machines to contain potential security breaches. Lastly, hypervisors offer support for legacy systems by running older operating systems and applications on modern hardware, extending the life of legacy software. While hypervisors offer numerous benefits, they also come with challenges. One primary concern is performance overhead, where virtualization can introduce computational overhead, especially for input-output intensive workloads. Security concerns are also significant, as virtual machine escape vulnerabilities can potentially compromise the hypervisor and all its virtual machines. Efficient resource management, especially in allocating resources between virtual machines, remains a challenge. Finally, live migration complexity, which involves moving running virtual machines between hosts without downtime, requires careful coordination. Looking ahead, several future trends are emerging. Unikernel hypervisors, which are specialized and lightweight, are being optimized for specific workloads. Artificial intelligence-driven management is being used to optimize virtual machine placement, resource allocation, and security. Edge computing is also leveraging lightweight hypervisors for resource-constrained edge devices. Deeper integration with hardware security features like TPM and secure enclaves is enhancing hardware security. In conclusion, hypervisors remain a foundational technology for modern computing infrastructure, enabling efficient resource utilization, isolation, and flexibility across diverse computing environments. If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.